What's up, guys? The top NFL rookie performers from the 2018 season have a tough task in avoiding the sophomore slump, which always seems to hit a bunch of players. The good news for rookies who struggled during the 2018 season, technically speaking, they can be part of the sophomore slump. Sure, many of these guys will continue to struggle in year 2, but there will also be a handful of 2018 NFL draftees who take their game to another level in 2019. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present 10 NFL rookies from 2018 who will break out in 2019. Make sure to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos all the time. New sports content all the time. Subscribe. Make sure to comment your video ideas down below. If we choose you, we'll give you a shout out in the video. So that's pretty awesome. Down below, give us your idea. We're looking. Number 10, Kerryon Johnson. Not a whole lot went right for the Detroit Lions in their first year under new head coach Matt Patricia, but at least he was able to implement a half-decent rushing game once and for all. It wasn't a predictable and one-dimensional passing offense. We're sure Matthew Stafford was happy with that. Johnson, drafted in the second round by the Lions in 2018, performed nicely with 641 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. He shared careers with veteran power back LeGarrette Blount, but later wasn't retained for 2019. That means the backfield belongs to Johnson now. Stafford dealt with a back injury in 2018, so you know the Lions will have to cut back on his workload. And with Johnson showing plenty of flashes in his rookie year, the Lions know they have to give him the ball more. Johnson looks poised to break out. We expect him to cross the 1,000-yard mark and emerge as a big-time weapon for Detroit's passing game as well. Number 9, Christian Kirk. The Arizona Cardinals were the NFL's worst team in 2018, but at least wide receiver Christian Kirk enjoyed a fine rookie season. He caught 43 passes for 590 yards and 3 touchdowns, and that was with struggling veteran Sam Bradford and rookie Josh Rosen throwing to him. Well, Kirk should be able to build off a good rookie year here. The Cardinals hired a more offensive-minded head coach in Cliff Kingsbury. Nothing against Steve Wilkes, but his defensive background just wasn't a fit in Arizona. Oh, and the Cardinals drafted Heisman Trophy winner Kyler Murray with the first selection in 2019. Some think he's going to be a bust, but with a tremendous skill set and world-class athleticism, Murray should be at least above average. He is an upgrade over Bradford and Rosen here. With Larry Fitzgerald entering his twilight years, Kirk could step in and take over as Arizona's top wide receiver. Kingsbury is going to turn this offense into a pass-happy unit. Expect big results for Kirk. Number 8, Terrell Edmonds. Looking to bolster their secondary, the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted Virginia Tech safety Terrell Edmonds with their top selection in 2018. However, the 6'1", 217-pound Edmonds often struggled in coverage and was picked on by opposing QBs. Edmonds had a poor 63.7 grade from Pro Football Focus in his rookie year, though they noted his strong performance in the second half. Edmonds had 1 interception and 4 passes defended in his rookie year. While defensive backs usually struggle in their rookie years, so this isn't anything to worry about. Edmonds is an excellent fit for the Steelers' defensive coordinator, Keith Butler. His defense ranked 10th against the pass last season, and after trading up to land linebacker Devin Bush, you can expect this unit to get even better in 2019. Pittsburgh drafted Edmonds knowing they needed more speed on their secondary. He has all the tools to be a quality safety in the NFL. Few teams develop young talent as well as the Steelers. Maybe he won't be a Pro Bowl caliber in 2019, but Edmonds should take his game to a much higher level after a sluggish rookie year. Number 7, James Washington. The Oklahoma State product was a second-round pick by the Steelers in 2018, but with Ben Roethlisberger feeding the ball to Juju Smith-Schuster and Antonio Brown, there was simply no way Washington was going to put up big stats. He had just 16 receptions for 217 yards and 1 touchdown. That's an okay rookie year, but with Brown forcing his way out of Pittsburgh and receiving a trade to the Oakland Raiders, Washington has a chance to step in and form a lethal 1-2 wideout duo with Smith-Schuster. The Steelers have a knack for turning their wide receivers into true gems. Ask Mike Wallace, Emmanuel Sanders, AB, Smith-Schuster, and the list goes on here. Washington had a great skill set and will be given every chance to insert himself as the team's number 2 receiver. He's a potential fantasy sleeper. Keep a close eye on this kid. He really has the ability to turn into a superstar here. Number 6, Royce Freeman. The Denver Broncos signed undrafted free agent running back Philip Lindsay and took Oregon product Royce Freeman in the 3rd round of the 2018 draft. Ultimately, it was Lindsay who emerged as the lead back, and he performed nicely with 1,037 yards and 9 touchdowns. That said, Freeman played well in the number 2 role. He compiled 521 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. You can make a case that Freeman is the more gifted running back, and new head coach Vic Fangio and offensive coordinator Rick Scangarello will do all they can to maximize his talents. If Freeman can take the starting job away from Lindsay, then we're talking about a 1,000-yard rusher here. Denver will try to continue motoring the rushing game here in 2019. A big season is in the works for Freeman. Number 5, Micky Fitzpatrick. The Alabama safety was a liability on the Miami Dolphins defense that ranked near the bottom of practically every major category in 2018. 2019. But the Dolphins have undergone plenty of changes here in the offseason, and Fitzpatrick will benefit greatly from them, even though 2019 looks to be a transition year in South Beach. The Dolphins hired Brian Flores as their new head coach. He was the New England Patriots linebackers coach and defensive play caller in 2019. All he did was lead the team to a Super Bowl championship. Not bad at all. Flores replaces the more offensive-minded Adam Gase, whom the Dolphins fired after 3 years. Flores should be able to make the most of a talented secondary that includes underrated star cornerback Xavier Howard and two-time Pro Bowl safety Rashad Jones. We saw Flores do wonders with a Patriots secondary that was leaky outside of Devin McCourty and Stephon Gilmore. He should have plenty of fun working with two talented safeties and a top-tier corner. Expect a big year from Fitzpatrick, who should grow into a star safety. Number 4, Vita Vea. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers drafted the 6'4", 347-pound defensive tackle with the number 12 pick in 2018. But it was a disastrous year for the Bucs, as practically nothing went right. Vea really struggled in his first NFL season, and he had just 3 sacks, and his Bucs finished just 24th against the run. That's okay, because everything is lining up for him to break out in 2019. The Bucs fired head coach Dirk Koetter and replaced him with Bruce Arians, who has a knack for developing young talents in very short time. Vea should flourish under new defensive coordinator Todd Bowles, who built up a strong front seven for the New York Jets before he was fired. He got tremendous production out of Muhammad Wilkerson and Leonard Williams. The coaching changes should help Vea immensely, and you know Bowles will build this new-look defense around Vea. The Bucs also signed run-stopping sensation Ndamukong Suh to line up beside Vea, so that will help the youngster develop immensely. Everything is looking up for Vea to break out in 2019. It wasn't terrible in his rookie year, but the Buccaneers just didn't get the protection they were looking for. Expect him to be a major force on defense that should turn things around this season. Number 3, Josh Allen. For clarity, we're talking about the Buffalo Bills quarterback here, not the Jacksonville Jaguars rookie. Now that we have that out of the way, the Bills selected Allen with the number 7 selection in 2018, and he performed as expected in his rookie year. There were some flashes and nice plays, but there were also a ton of mistakes that simply can't happen in 2019. We're not worried about it. Every quarterback in NFL history endured some form of hardship and overall frustration during their rookie years. Allen is no different, and he's poised for a special year in 2019. Experience alone will help, but Bills GM Brandon Beane did a grade A job of supplying Allen with some talent. He signed speedy and deep threat wideout John Brown, slot receiver Cole Beasley, along with Kansas City Chiefs center Mitch Morse. The Bills also signed ageless wonder Frank Gore, and they drafted stud right tackle Cody Ford and gifted running back Devin Singletary. So there you have it. Allen has 2 reliable pass catchers, an improved offensive line, and a loaded backfield to help him out. Did we mention this guy is ultra talented? He did win 5 of 11 starts, which isn't bad, and he picked up a whopping 631 rushing yards and 8 rushing touchdowns. We can't wait to see what Allen has in store for his sophomore season. The only thing we know is this: it's going to be something special. Number 2, Marcus Davenport. The New Orleans Saints traded up and selected this guy with the number 14 pick in 2018, pairing him on a defensive line that included another young stud in Sheldon Rankins and veteran pass rushing star Cameron Jordan. Sign us up. He had 4.5 sacks, 2 passes defended, and 12 quarterback hits in his rookie year, earning an okay 69.7 grade from Pro Football Focus on the season. But believe us, this kid is on the verge of taking his game to another level. Many pass rushing studs don't light the world on fire in their rookie year. Just ask J.J. Watt about that. Davenport, listed at 6'6" and 265 pounds, is an absolute force off the edge. He has supreme athleticism and world-class strength, with Jordan sure to command more attention from the opposition. It'll open up room for Davenport to leave his mark and get after the quarterback. He, Jordan, and Rankin should also be an elite run-stopping trio on that New Orleans defensive line. Number 1, Sam Darnold. It was a rude welcoming to the NFL for Darnold, who lost 9 of 13 starts while tossing just 17 touchdowns against 15 interceptions. But the New York Jets didn't want to waste any more time, so GM Mike Maccagnan did a wonderful job in supplying Darnold with more talent, until the team fired him after the 2019 draft. Still, Maccagnan's impact on the Jets franchise will be felt in short time, even if he's no longer working for them. His first big move was hiring offensive-minded head coach Adam Gase. Many were critical of the hire, but few people in the game can match Gase's knowledge when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. After that, Maccagnan signed Pro Bowl linebacker Le'Veon Bell to a 4-year contract. Bell will be well rested, and he's arguably the game's most dominant and complete running back. He's a huge weapon in the passing game as well, with 3 seasons of 600+ receiving yards on his resume. The Jets also signed slick slot receiver Jamison Crowder, who joins a solid wide receiving core that includes Robbie Anderson. He should help Darnold extend the chains on 3rd down situations. You have a fresh offensive-minded head coach, one of the game's most explosive offensive playmakers in backfield, 3 solid wideouts, wideouts. Oh, and a year of experience under your belt. Darnold, everything is setting up for you to break out. You got this. So go out and reach those high expectations we're all setting for you, because you can do it. You're brilliant. You're talented. You're a Jet. God, we need a Super Bowl, please. And not just we need it. We need it. Just like go. I'll take the playoffs. I'll take the playoffs. Go to the playoffs. I don't care. Just we need something than a losing season, please. Which other NFL sophomores could break out in 2019? Join me in the comment section below. You should also make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week, and well, almost every week, but you know, I try. I'm busy. I'm a busy guy. I work here, do stuff, want to hang out with friends, you know, got a girl. You know, it's a whole thing. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click right down there. Make sure to subscribe to TPS because we post videos all the time. New content all the time. Subscribe. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. My knee!